Although Dwayne Johnson, popularly known as The Rock, has encountered many difficulties in the spotlight, some of his most important lessons were learned off screen. Among these was his separation from DANY GARCIA, his college girlfriend. Their narrative is about more than simply their split. It's about development, changing relationship, and respect that transcends love. In 1997, Johnson and Garcia got married after meeting as aspirational young adults. In 2001, Simone, their daughter, was born. Their 10-year marriage ended in mutual understanding rather than bitterness, according to Johnson. You sometimes realize that love doesn't always mean staying together forever. Knowing when pathways are supposed to diverge is the key. This way of thinking demonstrates how maturely they handled their split. Divorce wasn't simple. Johnson acknowledged that it emotionally rocked him. He clarified, "I went through a period of real reflection. I had to discover who I was as a father, a man pursuing a career, and outside of marriage." These remarks draw attention to the very human struggle that lies behind the general public might perceive as a straightforward division. Their tale is noteworthy since their collaboration continued despite the divorce. Garcia co-founded Seven Bucks Production and became Johnson's manager and business partner. "Working with Dany after our marriage ended has been one of the smartest decisions of my life," Johnson said. "We have mutual trust and common goals." This demonstrates that even after a breakup, relationships can change rather than end. Co-parenting turned become a common goal. "Parenting isn't about being perfect, it's about showing up every day," Johnson stated. "Simone is made to feel safe, loved, and supported by Dany and me. They serve as an example of how strong family ties may endure divorce." Johnson has often hinted that the true reason behind their separation was rooted in growth and timing rather than betrayal or conflict. As he once explained, "We were moving in different directions, both chasing our dreams so intensely that we forgot to nurture the relationship the same way." Dany's ambitions as a business leader and Johnson's relentless rise in wrestling and Hollywood created two parallel paths, each admirable but slowly diverging. There wasn't anger, he reflected, just the understanding that love sometimes changes form. Their decision to part ways was one made from honesty, not resentment, a testament to emotional maturity that few couples manage to achieve. In retrospect, Johnson presents the event as a lesson in perseverance and development. He remarked, "It taught me that endings don't have to feel like failures. They can open doors to new possibilities, new ways to love, and new ways to create a life you can be proud of." In the end, the story of Dwayne Johnson and DANY GARCIA about what changed rather than what ended. Their experience demonstrates that relationship may continue beyond romance, that emotional suffering can result in growth, and that respect and a common goal can withstand even the most difficult transitions in life. Their narrative serves as an evidence for anyone going through a significant life transition that endings may also be beginnings and that obstacle can be overcome with courage, honesty, and understanding. Both Dwayne and Dany now talk about that chapter with appreciation rather than regret. Their experience serves as a potent reminder that graceful endings are still possible. Theirs gave clarity in a world where separation frequently results in resentment, evidence that love may change without disappearing. Johnson famously remarked, "Even a farewell can turn into a new beginning if you lead with respect and kindness." Their narrative is about redefining love rather than losing it. And in doing so, The Rock and DANY GARCIA provided the world with one of the few examples of actual strength in Hollywood, letting go with heart rather than clinging on.